Benghazi are now back on the streets, but trying to maintain public order in a city awash with weapons is no easy task. As Zena Hodder reports, anyone who carries a weapon in public is now required to have a license.
They are the same men who served under Gaddafi's rule. They now have to keep Gaddafi loyalists from threatening security. It's not only that. Benghazi's policemen have to fight crime and thugs who got weapons during the uprising.
Security is especially bad at night. Those criminals roam the streets with weapons and they are a threat to the public.
So are prisoners who escaped during the uprising. Colonel Libya's team was called in when guards at a hospital captured one escaped prisoner. They do their job, even though they haven't been paid for the past 2 months. The rebel leadership is short of cash. The public, for its part, seems to be cooperating with them. After all, the police weren't the ones who opened fire on protesters during the revolution. Now Benghazi is a relatively safe city, but almost everyone has a weapon. Following the uprising, they armed themselves for protection, and many of them are still not ready to give those weapons up. Not until Gaddafi leaves power. Security forces say their concerns are valid. People are allowed to keep weapons at home in case of another Gaddafi attack, but authorities require anyone carrying a weapon in public to have a license. They needed to do this since official forces rely on armed people, like members of the February 17 Martyrs Brigade, to guard public institutions and help keep the peace. But not all irregulars are so organized.
There are other armed people who protect neighborhoods, for example. We tolerate them as long as they have licenses, but we need to integrate them either into the army or the February 17th Brigade as soon as possible.
For now, Benghazi won't be completely disarmed since all guns seem to be pointed in one direction. However, it could be different when the contest for power begins in post-Gaddafi Libya, where there will no longer be a common target. Zena Hodder, Jazeera, Benghazi.
Egypt's Prime Minister has spoken following the protest.